Brittany Cartwright and her pals from the Valley are clapping back at body shamers amid rumors about the mother of one and her alleged new boyfriend. On the September 6th episode of her When Reality Hits podcast, Britt and guest Jasmine Good touched on her recent trip to Cabo with good friend and rumored boyfriend Brandon, an excursion that found its way to the tabloids as romance rumors continue to swirl. Things became even more sensationalized when Shahs of Sunset's Golnessa Gigi Garakshadaghi, more specifically, commented on a fan page about paparazzi photos of the pair on the beach, wondering, no shade, but is she pregnant too? I mean, he's holding her belly, and the belly is definitely bellying, as read by Brittany on her podcast. Brittany swiftly shut down pregnancy rumors, stating, "I had no issue with her at all, so it was just strange. I would never, as a woman or as a human being, go and comment something about somebody else's body." Continued Brittany, "Obviously, if it was a pregnancy announcement, I would be announcing my pregnancy." Where Brittany Cartwright and Gigi Garakshadaghi stand today. Later in the podcast, Brittany said it was not to body shame, ever, but noted that she didn't want it to be a big thing between her and Gigi. However, it would admittedly make things awkward when the Bravolubs would have to run into one another. "It's gotten too far on social media, and we're all in the Bravo world, and I'd rather make this a learning moment, a teaching moment than be like, I hate her," the Vanderpump Rules alum explained. "I get so much hate on a daily. I don't want it from someone who's doing reality TV. I would never do that to her." In the end, Brittany wished Gigi nothing but the best. Brittany Cartwright's friends defend her amid rumors about her and her boyfriend. Friends didn't take the various comments about Brittany's body sitting down, beginning with BFF Kristen Doubt, who called Gigi's words of king disgusting. Even Kristen's frenemy, Janet Kiperna, praised Kristen's pushback when stating, "I never thought I'd say this, but go Christian. There's no place for body shaming or pregnancy speculation in 2025. Gigi initially doubled down on her comments when responding to Kristen, as seen in screenshots posted by Kristen onto her IG stories, but later admitted she was clearly wrong about her assumption. Zach Wickham, meanwhile, also came to Brittany's defense. "Comments like this and unnecessary speculation over women's bodies is harmful and quite frankly gross," he wrote in part. On When Reality Hits, Brittany said she was grateful that her friends shielded her from the ongoing social media war until after she returned from Cabo. The photos, she firmly stated, were not staged, and she had no idea paparazzi were there. Details on Brittany Cartwright and her boyfriend's Cabo trip. Before returning to the United States to learn of the IG drama, Brittany and Brandon had an amazing time on their Mexican holiday. "We had a great time. We stayed in Nobu in Cabo. It was so fun. We took a boat out one day and just had the best time," Brittany revealed. "I just needed a vacation, get away from all the craziness, everything I've been through, and just really have fun with someone who's so fun and so nice and so kind. And it was just like a great time." Keep up with Brittany and how she and estranged husband, Jax Taylor, are co-parenting their happy boy. The waves whispered secrets to the shore that day, secrets of heartbreak, healing, and Hollywood. Brittany Sinclair didn't come to Cabo to fall in love. She came to forget. 3 months had passed since her high-profile separation from reality TV's favorite villain, Jackson Jax Tate. The tabloids called it the reality breakup of the year, splashed across every gossip site like confetti. Their son River was the only reason she still answered his calls. But Cabo wasn't for co-parenting. Cabo was for disappearing, for becoming anonymous, if only for a few days. At least, that was the plan. Until he showed up. Brandon Chase, tall, sun-kissed, and effortlessly charming. A behind-the-scenes producer from another Bravo spinoff, he'd always hovered on the edges of Brittany's world. At rap parties, on red carpets, just there, but Cabo changed that. They bumped into each other at Nobu on her first night. An accidental dinner turned spontaneous vacation. He invited her on a boat ride. She said yes. He made her laugh. She laughed louder than she had in months. And by the time they were walking barefoot on the beach, golden hour sun dipping into the ocean, his hand had casually, comfortingly, settled on her stomach. A private moment, a fleeting gesture. Until the photo dropped. It hit the internet like a thunderclap. Brandon and Brittany, beachside baby bombshell. The angle was cruel. The camera had captured a second where Brandon's hand rested gently on her lower belly as she doubled over in laughter. The tabloids twisted it into a pregnancy scoop, and the comment section did what it does best, turned vicious. Is she pregnant again? That belly is definitely bellying. Did she announce? Or is this just another thirst trap? Cover it up. Kids follow her. But the dagger didn't come from strangers. It came from Gigi. Valera Gareni, a former reality star turned influencer activist, known for speaking her truth, and sometimes speaking before thinking. Her comment on a fan page cut deeper than the rest. No shade, but is she pregnant too? That was the moment Brittany stopped scrolling. Not because she was hurt, because she was angry. Brittany's podcast studio was small. Just 2 chairs, 2 mics, and a wall lined with fox ivy. But when she sat down that week with Jasmine, her longtime friend and co-host, she wasn't just sipping tea. She was about to pour it, piping hot. I just want to say something real quick, she began, her southern twang laced with steel. I ain't pregnant. And if I was, trust me, I'd be the first to shout it from the rooftops. Because I'd be happy. But this was a moment with a friend who made me feel safe. She exhaled. And then here comes Gigi, making a comment about my body. Publicly. Jasmine leaned in, eyebrows raised. Girl, do we go there? Brittany didn't hesitate. We go there. The podcast went viral. Clips spread across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. The narrative shifted. Fans rallied. Celebs weighed in. Kristen Dempsey, Brittany's longtime frenemy turned fierce defender, called Gigi's comments F-ing disgusting. Even Janet Caperna, who hadn't spoken to Kristen in over a year, tweeted, "Did I just agree with Kristen Dempsey? Go Christian. Body shaming in 2025. We've grown." For 48 hours, Gigi remained silent. Then came her Instagram story, a Notes app apology. I'm human. I made a snap judgment. I was wrong. Brittany, I'm sorry. You looked beautiful. You are beautiful. Brittany, ever the peacemaker, addressed it on her next episode. I accept her apology, but it's not just about me. This is about all women, especially those in the public eye. We deserve better than speculation every time we wear a crop top. Meanwhile, the firestorm online raged. But in the quiet between hashtags and headlines, something else was happening. Something real. Brandon didn't speak to the press, not once, but he did speak to Brittany. They met up at a rooftop bar in West Hollywood after she got back from Cabo. The air was cooler, so were expectations. I'm sorry, he said, sipping a mezcal cocktail. I should have known a beach photo would turn into a headline. It's not your fault, she replied. If anything, I needed to know. Know what? That I'm not just someone's ex-wife, not just someone's baby mama, that I can still have fun, laugh, connect, that there's more to me. He reached across the table. There always was. They didn't define it. They didn't need to. But for once, Brittany didn't feel like she had to explain herself to anyone. Not the internet, not her ex, not the Bravo world, not even River. Because when she tucked her son in that night, he smiled sleepily and asked, "Mommy, did you have fun on your trip?" She kissed his forehead. I did, baby, I really did. In a world where drama sells and silence is rare, Brittany had chosen something radical, clarity, not revenge, not pettiness, just clarity. She knew who she was, and maybe Just maybe, she was beginning to know what she wanted again. 1 month later, Keibo came calling again. This time, it was an official invitation from Nobu itself, a charity event hosted by a wellness brand looking to rebrand motherhood and body positivity. They wanted Brittany as the keynote speaker. She almost declined. Almost. But then she remembered the beach, the laughter, the blurry line between healing and happiness. So she went. Brandon met her at the airport. They didn't pose for photos. But they didn't hide either. On stage, under a golden sky and twinkling fairy lights, Brittany took the mic. I used to think I had to be perfect to be accepted, to be skinny enough, happy enough, quiet enough, but I'm not perfect, I'm me, and for the first time in a long time, that feels like enough. The applause rolled like thunder, and somewhere just out of frame, the waves whispered again. Only this time, they weren't carrying secrets. They were carrying strength.